Let's maybe shut this door.
We're standing or sitting?
No, well, probably just walk around a little bit and kind of talk about stuff.
Okay.
One's live, they're both live.
Yeah, we're on.
We're on. All right. All right. Hey, everybody. Mike Kinderleiter here, Dean of Powerwash at Powerwash University and Powerwash.com. And I got Mike Hilborn here, right here. Thank you, sir, for coming.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Mike set up to start doing, or to do a Christmas light training for us here at Powerwash.com, Powerwash University, for those guys that are going to experience the slow season in power washing. You have the opportunity to get in Christmas lights and service your current customers with a new service, which is what you did. How long ago did you start that?
2007.
2007.
Yeah. So 13 years ago.
13 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time to be doing Christmas lights.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did anybody in Power Wash were they really like doing Christmas lights at that time?
I don't know anybody in power washing that does it. A lot of landscapers used to do it.
Okay.
And now it's window washers. Now it's everybody. I mean, I see a lot of window washing companies do it. Makes sense. They have ladders.
Yeah.
You know, so they're used to getting up high, things like that.
Yeah.
But landscaping companies have almost kind of drifted out of it. If you don't know what you're doing, it can be very costly and it won't make you money. But if you know what you're doing, well, then you can make a lot of money.
Make sure you hold those close enough so the mics pick up good. Because sometimes the sound isn't the best if we're too far from the phone. So let's I want everyone to get an understanding of what we're going to cover in the class.
Okay.
Because I think one of the things that Mike told me when we first started this was that actually hanging the lights is the simple part.
Yep.
Selling the job
Yep.
and getting the customers, that's the important part.
Well, and it's pricing it.
Pricing it, yeah.
Yeah, pricing is a big part of it. There's a labor to put them up. So you've got to prep the lights, you've got to install the lights, you got to maintain the lights, you got to take the lights down, and you got to warehouse the lights. It's 5 different costs that you have to have in there, right? Okay. And the way that I do it, and the way that most companies like this do it, is it's a one set fee that covers everything.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, you got to build all that into it. You got to know what you're walking into.
Yeah. So I think one of the things we were talking earlier, we were talking about pricing and getting word.
Yeah.
And that just if you basically went to a customer and said, "This is my cost."
Yeah.
And they said, "Well, so and so did that." Tell me that story again.
Okay. Well, okay. So there's a lot of companies that you think it's not going to be very. How tough can it be to put some lights on a tree and take them down? No big deal.
Yeah.
Okay. It's way more than you think. So a customer one time came to me. Because our project, say for example, is $2,000. She goes, "Well, geez, Mike, the last company that did it for me did it for $1,000." Like, yeah. Well, how come you're not using them anymore? Oh, well, they went out of business. That's why they went out of business. You got to charge them. And we get other stories where they put them up and then they never came back out and took them down because it's like they lost so much money on the install. The guy was like, "I don't want the lights. I'm out of this. I'm not doing it anymore." And then they disappear. So customers will pay the right price to do it. And it's Chris. I always say to my customers too, it's Christmas lights. Okay, it's not like you're building a house. It's not like you're installing a patio that you're gonna have for years. You're gonna have this for 3 or 4 months. If you can find somebody for less that can do it, make you happy, and bring that, great, good for you. If you want me to do it, okay, then I have to charge a fair price so that I can provide you a service that I'm proud of. And customers sign with me all the time. I mean, my team's raised all 100%. 100%. Hey, you want to find somebody? Put it out on Craigslist. Go out, buy some lights from Menards or Walmart or whatever, and then have them put them up. Okay. Be careful if he falls on your, off a ladder at your house and he doesn't have insurance. Okay, you're going to be stuck with it. So there are reasons why this stuff, why you want to hire somebody that knows what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got an agenda here. So let's kind of hit the agenda real quick so people know what they're going to get.
Yep.
When they sign up for this class. Again, the class is tomorrow. If you can't make it here to Powerwash.com, Powerwash University, to take the course, you can do it remotely from our Zoom. We'll have a Zoom account. We'll give you access to get on to do that. And go to powerwashu.com to sign up for the course. You'll see it there on the front page. Is that right, Brooke? Yep. Brooke's holding the camera, so she's giving me the cues.
Yep.
So anyway, let's go into it. And we'll put a link in the comments below for people to be able to go sign up too.
Okay. So, the first question is, why would you want to do it? Okay, real brief. We already know why, right? There's an off season.
Yeah.
So in Minnesota, so I'm up from Minnesota, our business basically ends the end of October, maybe sneaks it a little couple days into November. Then I'm out of business, all my guys are going home, and then I lose them because I can't, they get another job, right? So this takes me through December. Power washing decks, we get to work, not the whole year, but pretty much the whole year.
Right.
Okay, good. So that's,
We had a
that's
little
how you do this.
technological issue. It cut out, but we're still going.
We're still
We're
going?
going again, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Should I say that again, or are we good?
You wanna
Maybe
repeat?
just a brief recap.
Okay, well, let me just tell you why right now you should attend the class. Okay, is you want to extend your season. So in Minnesota, we power wash and stain wood decks April through October. So then I'm out of business. So I started Christmas lighting in 2007 so that I could keep my guys working into December, and then January 1st start taking the lights, through March, and then back into power washing April 1st.
Yeah.
That's why we did it. Now, it's a very, it's not as easy as it sounds hanging Christmas lights. So you really want to come to the class so you can actually make money doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's why you want to do it. Okay, then it's very, very overwhelming when you first get into it because there's all these different bulb styles.
Oh, and I can attest to that.
It'll melt your brain. And
Wow.
so that
Yeah.
first year is tough because there's C7s, C9s, G20s, G12s, M5s. What are they? What's all the difference? So we're going to go through all the different products, and there's so many of them, but it's not that complicated. We're going to distill it down to what you really need to know and what almost everybody does.
Which is why we got you here.
Yeah, and it's super fun to me because I really like the guy, and so I always want to do this. Anyway, okay, so we're going to talk about roof lines, how to light up trees and shrubs. There's a certain way to do it. How to install wreaths and garland, figurines, animated lighting. We just talked about that. Sometimes people want it to music. And then there's something very cool called light curtains. We'll get into that. Then you got to ask yourself, we'll answer the question, what kind of Christmas lighting company do you want to be? Do you want to sell the lights to the customer? Do you want to be a company that rents the lights? I rent them. That's what you should do, but you can do whatever you want. And then operations. We're going to go through all the operations side of it, about safety, how to prep the lights, how to get the guys out to do the lights, how to maintain the lights, how to take the lights down, how to store them for the next year. We're going to go through all that. Okay, advertising. How do you get people to call you? We're going to go through that. I've got a bunch of examples.
Super important.
Yep.
All this stuff right
Yep,
here.
got a whole bunch of stuff here. It's really good stuff. I've been doing this for 13 years. I think you can trust my advice on that. Then the selling, how to sell it. That's actually the most fun part. I actually do it. I have my company do everything, and I take a lot of time off. But I sell all the Christmas lights because it's so gosh darn fun. So
You love Christmas.
yeah, I do. And you know what? People that do Christmas lights are fun people. They're not jerks. And you know what's really funny about it? Almost all people that do Christmas lights have dogs. And with this whole coronavirus thing, almost none of them care about masks. Like right off the bat, it's like, okay, you want me to wear a mask? No. So they're good people. They're good people.
Broken's been playing Christmas music.
Yeah, get in the mood of it, right? Yeah, right. Okay, so anyway, selling to it. And then the question is, okay, well, how do you price it? That is always the biggest question that is always the hardest answer to get. How much should I charge for power washing, a patio or a deck? Okay, you got to know exactly how many lights are going to go on a particular tree. How do you know? Okay, we're going to go through that. It's a simple formula. It's the width of the tree times the height of the tree times a factor. And that tells you how many strands go on. And then that's going to tell you how much it's going to cost, because then you're going to figure from there, labor and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Okay, really, really good. And then we're going to do a little hands-on training, and then questions and answers, and then a lot of anecdotal stories.
Yeah. So we got some lights in here already. We can set up for tomorrow. Some stuff over here.
Yeah.
You can see, this is the commercial side. This is what you do when you're doing it professionally.
Right, and like even this, like right here, these are the lights that I bring with me to the customers. So they have you got all the different colors, you got all the different bulb styles, and so the customer can decide what kind of lights they want.
And I want to start asking you a ton of questions, but that's for people who
Right.
attend the class.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
because I'm going to be prodding you for things, because like we're new to this year too.
Yeah.
So we've talked to a bunch of different suppliers. We've talked to a lot of different people in the industry. Me and you have been friends for a long time,
Yeah.
and we've been talking about this for a long time.
Yeah.
And now we get to make it happen. So it's
And,
cool.
and Christmas lighting, to give you some sense of scale, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars in revenue. Okay,
Yeah.
and I'll just be very honest. We did about 600,000 last year,
Nice.
and we did it in like 5 weeks. So think about that. Very sophisticated.
Yeah.
And the first year, and I used to have 3 offices. The first year we did $500,000 in Christmas lights, and we had somebody kind of show us what to do, but they didn't know what I know now. If you come to this class, you're going to take years of of frustration out of your life.
But we were just standing outside and you said, I'm gonna show you something with these that'll pay for the class by itself.
Yeah, there's like, there's,
We can't
if
use
I'm
the
gonna,
letters.
no, I'm
You
gonna
gotta be in the class.
you show up, I'm gonna tell you what to do with this, that takes
Yeah.
like 5 minutes, 3 minutes. This is why you would come to the class, this one trick.
Yeah.
Even if you don't even wanna do Christmas lights yourself, you're just gonna wanna know this.
Yeah, and you haven't even told me yet. So
No, I haven't told anybody.
I'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, you will.
Okay, well, that ends it. We'll, again, Mike Kilborn with Roof to Deck.
Yep.
Out of St. Paul, Minnesota.
Yep,
Been at it since 2007.
yep.
Which is great. We've got an experienced guy here. And so if you want to sign up, go to powerwash.com. That's the letter U. It'll be on the front page to sign up. We'll put a link in the comments below or in the title to the video. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care.
All right, can't wait.